Okay, so today we made this bird's eye maple ramp for the Fender Deluxe jazz bass. It's got a flame maple top. I thought we'd just do something a little different and build the ramp out of a bird's eye. So here's a little process of how I went about it. Okay, so here's Ryan thicknessing a piece of flame bird's eye maple that we found in his stash, cutting it on the jigsaw. Now this is the other bandsaw, whatever you call it, trimming, doing some trimming. Then we're off to fine trim the edges.
This is one of the safest.
Then we're over to the belt thicknesser, slide that through there a bunch of times just to get it to approximately 7 mils. A few more passes, measure it.
.23, is that? Yep, a bit less. Perfect.
Yep, looks good to me. Now we're off. We are on the fine sander, like a little belt sander, doing the edges, but we realised we needed to go over to the big one, so we follow Ryan over to the big belt sander. Here we are doing some more sanding of the edges to get them smooth. Following back to the little sander, more sanding, get the edges all perfect. And then this is the granite slab where the sanding attention to detail from Ryan comes in, making it perfect. Then we're over to the drill press, and we're drilling the little indents where the pickups, kind of like little semicircles.
Something like that.
Yep, little semicircles. So he clamps those down so he can drill the rest of them. This is what it looked like after we'd done that, and I went back to the belt sander and sanded the radius on. Couldn't film it because I didn't want to chop my fingers off, obviously. This is me back at home, back on the rougher tools, but I'm fine sanding it with my handheld sander, doing some, I think it's about 300 grit sandpaper, just to get it, buff out all the scratches and things like that. Now we are going to the stain. I borrowed some stain off Ryan. It's the yellow leather dye. Applying it with a makeup pad, which worked pretty well. Putting it all over, making sure it's like a nice even coverage, and getting it on the sides nice and evenly, as well as on my fingers nice and evenly. Doesn't come off very easily, so wear gloves if you
True oil
need. There's some oil. This is about an hour later. Stuck the oil on the same way. I found that those makeup pads left a bit of, like, they started breaking apart with oil, so I ended up coming back and redoing this with a cloth instead, which worked a lot better. Then I'll let that dry. That's the finished product. Then I'll let that dry for a few hours, and then we come to the installation. Okay, got some double-sided tape. We're going under here. And here we are in the final stage of fitting. I've just put it under the strings, and now I'm pushing it down into place, sticking it with the double-sided tape, and then now I'm just testing to see how it feels. I've got it pretty good. Nailed it for, first go. When I'm using my own tools, it can be, back and forth, but thanks to Ryan, I've, done some precise measuring and some more precise manufacturing, and we've ended up with a perfect job. Looks great.